Hey, I'm Nick, and today I really want to pinpoint just how important sleep is and how important it is to actually prioritize that over other things. You see, the only way to get proper energy that isn't quick ones from caffeine or from sugar is to actually just get enough sleep, get a good amount of sleep. Now, I've mentioned before how to boost your sleep quality with stuff like staying away from screens, like the obvious things, of course, but most of the time, the longer we sleep for, the more energy that we'll most likely have. And for anyone doing mental work throughout their day, like trying to learn something new or do something that revolves using their brain over something more physical, having lots of energy should be a priority. And as such, having lots of sleep should be a priority. In fact, using any other means of getting energy, like some kind of caffeinated drink or sugary food or whatever it is going to hurt your energy cycles and your energy levels a lot more in the long run, as your body will stop prioritizing sleep to get the energy, which is the best way to do it, and will instead get used to always having that caffeinated kick at the start of the day, or having that thing that you eat in the middle of your day, or whatever it is. If you prioritize that you're getting your energy from sleep, then that energy will be better for you in the long run. But even if you prioritize your energy levels and still slack on the actual time that you're sleeping, you'll still wake up tired. And without caffeinated drinks or sugary foods, you are going to stay tired throughout your day. And you may think, okay, I'll just push through it, which may not always be the case. You see, it's a rule that you can't do good work when you're tired. You can do a lot of physical work when you're tired, maybe not to a perfect extent, but you can still get the job done. But if you're really focused on, especially teaching yourself something new and learning new things, then being tired is not the way to do it. And so limiting your sleep in favor of doing something that's going to take more time anyway isn't going to be useful, as it's not linear. You can't just take 2 hours off of sleep to then have to spend 2 hours more doing the same job. You're going to most likely have to spend more than that and also have to deal with the fatigue throughout the day, which will also stop you from doing a lot of the smaller things that are still somewhat difficult and still have some kind of mental resistance. And so it may be pretty easy to realize that, okay, I'm going to have to start sleeping even when I have something to do. And that is a very good rule of thumb in general, but if something is time sensitive, then of course you should stay up just a little bit later to get that done, as waking up at the same time matters more than getting to sleep at the same time. But even if you generally want something to be done as soon as possible and you think to yourself, I'll just spend another hour on it and stay up longer, if it's not time sensitive, then it's going to not be useful for your goals and will actually hamper you more the next day. Or instead, what can also happen is that you don't quite have something that's time sensitive and that needs to be completed or turned in at a certain time, but you give yourself this idea that you need to do something every day or something physical like working out. If you think to yourself that you need to always have done a full workout by the end of the day, and then it turns out that you're going to need to stay up another half an hour or an hour later just going to the gym and doing whatever you need to do, then that's when you need to start thinking about whether or not what you're going to prioritize is your fitness or actually reaching your goals in anything to do with, say, finance or teaching yourself some kind of self-education, but stuff that is mental over physical. You need to figure out if you're more focused on doing something that's physically taxing, which you'll need to stay up later for in order to get it done and not push it too far back. Or you realize that you need to get as much energy out of your day as possible to get as much work out of your day as possible. But that's it for today, and I hope that's made you realize that it may be time to switch up what you're doing and get more sleep in order to get more work done instead of staying up later or switching up your times that you're going to sleep and waking up a lot. But if you're still interested in learning more about anything to do with productivity tips and tricks, I've now started one-on-one coaching, which you can book a call for using the first link in the description below. Until then, I'll see you later.